the death of Lufuno. Lufuno is a young girl that took her life just because she was bullied at school, and this issue is not addressed in many schools, it's not addressed in many countries, but I want us to address it right here. Today I want to read you her last words to the world, and then after we address it together, please be sure to leave a comment down below what you think about this, because it's really touching, it's really sentimental. These are her last words to the world. She said, "Forgive me for stepping on your toes. Whatever I did to you wasn't worthy for you to make me a laughing stock amongst the people and the world. Where will I ever get the courage and the strength to sit and go back to school? Because every time they look at me, they will laugh at me. What you have done has killed my faith and confidence. If only you would get educated so that you fulfill the dreams that I had for my mother. My soul is not resting. My soul is not resting in peace. I hope that now that I have passed away, your souls are happy." Ladies and gentlemen, was this necessary? Was it really necessary? In the societies that we are living in the communities that we are living in the schools that we are taking our kids to get a brighter future, to get acquainted with skills and knowledge, was this necessary? Is bullying a thing that should be just looked at? Does it really have to take lives for the concerned officials to know that bullying is happening behind their backs? How many lives are going to be killed? How many lives are going to be lost? How many dreams are going to be shattered? How many parents are going to be left in their deepest sorrows? And like I said, when we don't address certain things, they are soon going to become the new normal. They are soon going to become beliefs in society, and everyone is just going to be overlooking them while people's lives are getting lost. I condemn such acts. You should also condemn them, because that ain't the world that we want to leave our kids for. That ain't the world that we want to leave the next generation with. I want us to rise up and condemn these acts. I want us to rise up, those in higher offices, those that are capable, those that are in the offices that are supposed to do something about it. I want you to rise up and take your responsibility. Irresponsibility is saying something that ain't supposed to be done and you just overlook it. Irresponsibility is looking at someone losing their lives just because they were bullied at school and you do nothing. Yes, you cannot change what happened to Lufuno, but you can do something today that will change tomorrow, that will prevent these things from happening again and again and again. We cannot continue losing our young ones. 50 years from now, all of you who are in offices, all of the people, all of the leaders that we have in offices, there will be no more. And guess what? This world will be left with us, the now generation. And this cuts across in all nations, because this is happening not only in Lufuno's country, but it is happening here in Uganda, it is happening in the United States, it is happening in Kenya, Tanzania, it is happening almost everywhere. Let us take immediate action. I appreciate and applaud social media that this is trending, that everyone is getting to know of the evil sides of what is happening behind the backs, of what is happening in school, because our parents take us to schools to acquire knowledge, to get skills, to get well acquainted with this world, but not to get bullied and put down. This has to stop. It has to stop. It has to stop. And I want to encourage everyone who has a platform to talk about this. I want to encourage everyone who can do something about it to do something about it now. I want to encourage everyone who has the capability in their own strength to do something about it. Because if we don't do what we are supposed to do in the time in which we are supposed to do it, people's lives are going to suffer. Just imagine how many lives are getting detrimented, how many minds are getting broken, how many hearts are broken, simply because someone lost their life from being bullied at school. 50 years from now, I will repeat the statement. 50 years from now, all of you leaders in higher offices, all of you people who have been entrusted with offices, you won't be in those offices. And guess what? The next generation, the people, the young generation, the people that you're supposed to be preserving and protecting now are the people that are going to be in those offices. How you want the world to be, how you want the world to be after you've left, starts now. Educating the young ones that we are all different, but we are supposed to respect each other, irrespective of color, irrespective of age, irrespective of size and height. Lufuno said we are all beautiful, but in different ways. I want us to respect that. I want us to respect our differences in color, in height, in size, in gender. But I want us to always remember that amongst all those differences, there is one thing that is uniting us, and that is humanity. We are human. Therefore, we are supposed to have the heart and care and sentiment and love for one another. Talk about it. Stop school bullying.